Hey, what's going on? It's Jack Milocco for Beardbrand. Welcome to the week 38 update on the growing of my beard for an entire year. Today, we're going to talk about how to handle your beard in hot weather. One of the biggest preconceived notions when you're growing a beard is that when you grow it out, you're going to get hotter and hotter, especially right now in the dead of summer. So that begs the question, does a beard make you hotter? Yes and no. So this is how it works. Imagine you have a lot of hair on your head. Are you hotter when you have that hair? Sure. But are you going to overheat every single day because you have long hair? The same kind of goes for a beard. Of course, if you've got a very dense and thick beard, you are going to notice that it's going to be a bit warmer for you, but it's not the end of the world. You're not going to sweat to death and just give up when summer hits. That being said, I've got a few things that you guys should know and a few things that you guys can do when you've got a beard and it's getting hotter. First thing that you should be aware of is that your beard actually does block UV rays. A lot of people wondered this, do they need to keep wearing sunscreen underneath the beard? Do they need to worry about covering it up when they go out in the sun? Do they need a shade on their beard? I don't know, man. There's some crazy people out there that are going to take extreme lengths to their beard. But rest assured, guys, don't worry. Your beard does, in fact, block UV rays. There was a study conducted down in Australia, one of the sunniest places on earth, man. And they found that the beards block 95% of UV rays. I'll put that study down in the description if you want to check it out. But don't worry, guys. Yeah, you're all good. Of course, you still want to take care of the skin underneath your beard with things like oil or balm, but you don't necessarily need to worry about the skin underneath getting burned by the sun. Your beard's going to do a great job of blocking it, especially if you got a big old dense beard like yours truly. Another thing that you should know is the color and the density of your beard may affect how you feel about it when the heat comes around. If you've got a darker beard like me, or it's denser like me, you may find that you're going to be affected a little bit more harshly by the heat. Now, I'm probably sweating right now while I'm making this video. I do not handle heat very well. I don't know why I'm in Texas, man. But if you've got a fairer beard that's with a bit more thin hair and you're rocking a little bit of a more blonde color or a ginger color, you may find that the heat will affect you a little bit less. Now, this comes down to heat being absorbed by different colors. The darker the color, usually the higher the absorption rate through heat. Now, you want to take this tip with a grain of salt because this may differ from person to person. Just like with heat in general, everyone's going to be affected a little bit differently. So now that you know about heat and beards, let's talk about some steps you can take to stay cool when the heat rolls around. First thing comes down to what you're wearing. Now, of course, if you're wearing wool or super heavy clothing in warm weather and you've got a big beard, of course you're going to be a little bit hotter than you would be if you chose to wear things that were a bit lighter. Now, my personal recommendation is something like I'm wearing right now. This is a short sleeve linen shirt. Shirts like this will let you breathe and be a little bit cooler throughout the day. Now, if you're in a situation where you can wear shorts, I always recommend them. A lot of guys don't think that shorts can ever be fashionable, but again, just like with a beard, guys, if you rock it with confidence, I think you can pull out shorts. You have my word on that one. To take things a step further, let's talk about shoes. You can wear things like canvas shoes, which are going to breathe a little bit better. You can even wear sandals if the situation permits it. Basically, you do not want to go for things like heavy leather, boots, big old shoes that are going to make your feet sweat and just make the whole situation of having more clothes on and a bigger beard more miserable every single day. Another thing that you want to keep in mind is to go for lighter colors, things like whites, grays, things that are not going to absorb too much sun. Avoid the black shirts during this time of year or black pants. It's just going to make you more hot. And if you've got a dark beard like me, it's just going to get even more hot because now you've got two factors working against you. Whatever you can do for your outfit to make it a bit lighter will ultimately lead to you being a bit cooler during the hot times of the year. So this next tip's a little bit interesting, but it's actually worked really well for me. I've been doing an experiment with this one for a while, and it's actually turned out really, really well. And that's to pick up something like this. This is just a bandana, and what it's filled with is sort of the same thing that you would find in an ice pack, just little gel beads. And what you do is you wet this thing down, and as the water evaporates out of this, it gets cooler and cooler. Now you can put this in one or two places. When I'm at home, sometimes I'll wear it around my head, look like something out of an 80s boy band or something like that. But if you're not in a situation where wearing a headband is really appropriate, what you can also do is open it all the way up, slip this over your neck, tighten it up, and just tuck it under your shirt. There you go. Now throughout the day, you're going to be keeping your neck cool, and it's right underneath your beard, so it's going to make that feel cool as well. This has been working really well for me. I've been doing it at the office, at home. You want to make sure that it's not super soaking wet so that your shirt's not getting destroyed, but if you have it just a little bit damp, It's going to work really well. Now, this works with a lot of different things. You can use any old regular bandana. There are other ones that a lot of athletes like to use where they can kind of snap them and it becomes cold. Either way, get something around your neck, around your head, and that will actually cool you down a lot better than just going about your day. So there you go, guys. There's some information about heat and beards and some steps that you can take to keep yourself cool during these hot months when you've got a beard. Now let's bring it on into the close-up and see what this beard looks like 38 weeks in. Welcome back. The comment of the week this week will be all of your awesome comments from last week's video. Go back and check out the comments on that one. Seriously, that was a very, very cool response. I was second guessing myself about a lot of the things I've been doing with the YEARD, whether or not I should be calling this a YEARD at all, and you guys came down in those comments and you talked some sense into me. It was very cool, and it reminds me that I'm a part of a very, very awesome community. So thank you guys, and I encourage you guys to go check those out. And maybe keep those conversations going. It'd be awesome if we could keep that sort of thing going every single week from now on. Really appreciate it, guys. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking and commenting. All the things that you guys do. And hey, until next time, keep on growing.
Beardbrand is a premium men's grooming company with products not only for your beard, but also your hair and body. Do yourself a favor and head over to beardbrand.com and take care of yourself. Or you can stick around and watch a few more of our awesome videos.